Welcome to another video. Today we're doing another top 10 video, and this time we're doing underrated characters. So what does underrated mean? So it's like you think they're bad but they're actually good. So if you like for example, Shrimp Imp, you think he's really bad, but he's actually just really good, but no one uses him, which is pretty weird. But yeah, that's what underrated means. So we're gonna be going through. Doesn't mean like the good, doesn't mean they get on the list. Like example, Toxic Brains is good, but a lot of people use him, so I can't put him on the list because he's a pretty popular character. Some characters like Plaza P and stuff like that never get used, but they're very good. That they just they're allowed. They're kind of allowed to be on the list, but yeah. Alright guys, but yeah, I was gonna do the top 10 abilities, but that would be kind of boring, and I'm just gonna still be doing characters. Next, I'm probably gonna do top 10 annoying characters, and then I might go into abilities and stuff like that soon. But yeah. Anyway guys, let's get into this top 10. Alright, so the number 10 spot we got Count Chomper. You guys are gonna be kind of surprised I have a Chomper on this list, but yeah. So what's good about this character is he's like a really good Chomper to gain health back. If you have that way, he's extremely good because you can get I think all your health back, like almost all your health back, I think. But I see no one uses Chomper. They use other Chompers like Hot Rod and other Chompers to rank up, but yeah. He is a jumping Chomper, which I like. I don't really like the spray Chompers. I like just like the chomp ones. So yeah. Yeah, Count Chomper is a really good Chomper. He's probably the best Chomper in my opinion. And yeah, he comes into number 10. In the number 9 spot, we have got Bandicactus. So Bandicactus, I see no one use it. It's actually really good. So a couple people when I felt this cactus was bad, like it was not a scope one, it was like an automatic one, which I don't really like the automatic ones, but this cactus was really good when I just like used him a bunch. When I got the upgrades, he was really good. He's probably my favorite characters in the game. I think Future Cactus might be a little bit better, but I see people use him, so that's why I prefer the Bandicactus more over than Future Cactus. Well, this cactus is pretty strong. It is rate of fire. The rate of fire of this cactus is really good. But yeah, there's nothing else to say about this cactus. It's just a really underrated character, and comes into number 9. In the number 8 spot, we've got Hockey Star. So you guys are wondering, like, should the All-Star should be here other than the Hockey Star? But I just see a lot more people play than the Hockey Star. But the Hockey Star is a really good All-Star. Not as good as the normal All-Star, but the fact that no one uses it just gives it just more point. It's just better. I'm abandoning. First of all, when you get this character, it's absolutely really bad, but once you grind out this All-Star and get your upgrades, like the damage upgrade and 2 overheat upgrades, you are basically set, and you can just mount plants really fast with this character. Like the overheat with this character was like 3 seconds, but now it's like up to 6 seconds, which is a really big difference. Plus the damage, you only do 3 damage, but when you get the damage upgrade, it goes up to 5, which is again a really big difference. You need the upgrades to actually play this character. Otherwise, I just don't think he's really playable when you don't have the upgrades. But man, you're just set when you got the upgrades. Now you guys are wondering why is it Baseball Star here? Because Noah plays that character as well, and he is probably the same amount of damage, but actually he does a little bit more damage, but he's like probably the same about he and Rate of Fire. But you gotta give some more credit to the Hockey Star. His Rate of Fire is way better, which he can do way more damage, and plus the accuracy is a little bit better than Baseball Star, and I think it actually overheats I think it overheats for quite longer than the Baseball Star, so that is why it is better than Baseball Star. But yeah, Hockey Star, really underrated character. I don't know why no one uses his character, because they think it's bad. But yeah, and it comes to number 8. And in number 7 spot, we've got Stationary Expert. Now, Stationary Expert is like a forgotten character. Like, no one uses it because he's so just forgotten. But still, he's still a really good character. The toxic damage, like, the damage of this character is insane. You do 42 damage, plus that extra toxic damage, which is really good. Plus, you got your engineer abilities, which can save you most of the time, like the stun grenade and the big bolt blaster and the jackhammer. What I like about this character is the splash damage. The splash damage is insane. It's not the best, but it is really good to take out plants. Yeah, I see no one plays this character, only if they're only ranking them up. I mean, I see why the point is not playing this character, because he isn't the best character, but he's still just a really good character. Like, I get like no one uses him because he's so forgotten, and there's better characters out there, but you gotta give credit to Stationary Expert. He's just overall underrated engineer and should be on the list. But yeah. He just got above Hockey Star, so yeah, just because of the splash damage and the abilities. I like the abilities more over the All-Star. But yeah, let's get into number 6. Number 6, and we got another zombie. It is the Shrimp Imp. The Shrimp Imp, to me, I don't know. I see some people use it, but not as much. Like, people would rather use the other imps more. Like, people would use Little Drake, Scumbag Imp sometimes, and Z7, and also the normal imp. Sometimes they use Pylon Imp, but Shrimp Imp is a lot better than Pylon Imp, honestly. Reason why is because of his damage, and also the mech. The mech is probably the best thing about this imp. The imp is also really good too, but the mech is just a really it just makes it even better. I'll show you guys when I get to the mech. Okay, so what it does, builds are not what it's for. It's just the beam. It's really accurate. It does a lot of damage. It's really long range. Yeah, and the beam also does a little bit of splash damage too. Like, you can sometimes shoot on the floor, and sometimes you can damage plants. And also the abilities kind of help too. There's the L1 ability, which is basically useless. The other ability is the dash, which you can probably do 50 damage to them. If both of them you can do 100, which is pretty good, but I actually just use it for a boost, not for damage. And it lasts for quite a long time too. But yeah, Shrimp, really good and underrated character, and he comes to number 6. Number 2 spot, we've got Necros. So Necros is probably the best Rose in my opinion. She does a lot of damage when you jinx zombies. You probably do double the amount of damage, which is insane. So it is like kind of like a support Rose and attack Rose at the same time, because you actually do more damage to yourself. But I see no one use this Rose at all. I see people use Druid Rose, Normal Rose, other Roses, and they don't really use the charge up Roses. But this is probably the best charge up character in the game, in my opinion. Yeah. And the charge up does not take that long to charge up. It just charges in 2 seconds, which is insane. The only downside to this character is if there's a scientist next to them, you're not going to do the extra damage if they're healing each other. So that's the only downside of this Rose. And I just don't think the single shots of this Rose is just not good enough. But I think, but again, this Rose is really underrated. It's so good that you think it's bad at the start. But yeah, she looks really awesome. The purple looking and the black and her stuff just looks unique. But there is just another character that does even better, which you guys probably know what number 1 is gonna be. But Nick Rose, really good. Again, underrated character, and comes in to number 2. Almost the best underrated character. But before we get to number 1 pick, I want to give us a few honorable mentions. So one of them is Barbecue Corn. The reason why he didn't make it on the list because he got a big nerf. I see no one use this character at all. So you think he's bad, but he's just, I don't know, he actually is pretty bad now that he did get that nerfed. So I couldn't put him at the top 10. Another one is Shadowflower. I just think, I don't know, I think some people use this character a bit, so that's why I couldn't put her in the top 10. First of all, I thought she was bad, but she's actually really good. But the only reason I'm not putting it is because I said earlier, is people play this character quite often. Another honorable mention for the zombies, I've got Landscaper. I don't know, I thought he was bad, but he is a little bit decent, but I just don't think he's good enough to reach at the top 10. This next one is a little bit surprising. It is Hovergoat, which is another honorable mention, but again, I just thought this character is really bad, but he's really good, but just doesn't make it to the top 10. I couldn't. There's just a lot of choices that I want to put on the list, but I just can't. So that's why I give Hovergoat number 11. He comes to the number 11 spot on the top 10. And the last honorable mention, I've got Electric P and Captain Cannon. Now, you guys are thinking, I thought these characters were bad, but they're very good. But the only reason why they're not on the list is I think a lot of people use this character quite often, and that's why I couldn't put them on the list. I'll show you guys Captain Cannon. So they're both like detonate characters, so they're basically the same. Here's Captain Cannon. See, he's a detonate character too. But yeah, I see a lot of like tryhards use this skin. It's just, use this character, which is just, I don't know. But yeah, let's finally get into the number 1 spot. In number 1 spot, my boy Agent P. And we also got Lobby. This is the Lobby. So reason why they're both at the same spot, they're both at number 1, is they're pretty much similar. Like, Lobby does basically kind of the same damage, but just, I think just, I don't know. I think they're basically just similar, they're basically just the same, except HP shoots a bit different. But yeah, I see barely anyone uses these characters at all, but yeah, they're very underrated. At Godfrey 1, I thought this character was trash, and Lopy was really good at Godfrey 1, but I thought he was really bad at Godfrey 2, but then I used him a lot, and just, oh my god, this character is just really OP. And I also thought AGP was really bad at Godfrey 2, but when I used him a little bit, he was really good. And oh my god, these are probably my best characters in the game. I think Loppy was number 2 on my top 10 characters, and AGP was number 1. But they both, I just want to fit them both in the list, so they can just both just be in that. Because, oh, okay, I just died, but that's good because I want to be Loppy now. Hey, don't toss at me. Alright. Here's the Loppy. It's kind of the same as the AGP, except they shoot a little bit different. I use Lumpy more because it's kind of more skilled than AGP. AGP has more armor and does more damage, but I just feel like Lumpy is better because it requires a bit more skill than AGP. There's no use for hyper in this because you have to actually aim for them. You don't have to do the smash damage, which is kind of odd. But yeah. But the best underrated, these two are the best underrated characters in the game in my opinion. Just let me know your guys' opinion down below. But yes, that's gonna be in for this top 10. Hope you guys enjoy this top 10. Next we're gonna be doing top 10 annoying characters. So you're probably gonna see a lot of chompers in this list because all of them are basically annoying because of course Barrow, Goop, and Spikeweed are really annoying. But yeah, hopefully stay tuned for that. But actually next top 10 I'm actually doing a Crash Team Racing Nitro Ghost top 10, which is top 10 worst tracks, which will be kind of fun. You guys stay tuned for that top 10. Sputter's in his ass, just get rid of him. There we go. Hold on, I'm just gonna see if the packs are here. I don't think the packs, the limited packs are here yet. But they'll come soon. They'll come soon. I can get all the Halloween cosmetics later. Yeah, okay, they're not there still. But they're gonna bring it soon. I know they are. They're probably gonna bring it next month, probably. But yes, that's gonna be into this top 10 again. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Please like, subscribe, and comment, and yeah, see you guys next time. Peace out.